You look back at your 2025 and it's done.
It is.
You know what I mean? It is gone, wiped. You'll never get it back. That 52 weeks, that 360 days that we're in at the moment. You know, we've got 5 days left or whatever it might be till the end of the year. What if we looked back and said, okay, cool. Like if I had to try and sum up and for you listening, like have a think. Like, you know, if you look back a year and you're like, how do I wrap this up in a word?
I'm going to put that one.
Persistence.
Yeah, persistence, for sure. Because there's been times in this year, for myself personally, where it's just like, fuck, I just don't want to do this anymore. This is annoying me, this situation. And I want out. But there was no out. The way out was going through.
There's been some really good lessons for me. Like some really good lessons.
Fuck it, go. Back yourself. Go and do it. Do it. Find a way. Find a way. Just get the thing done. Start swimming and you'll figure it out. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and to everyone, even though you don't celebrate it. I hope it was still merry.
Are you talking to me or the
to you there in that instance? But for those listeners who are not, who don't celebrate Christmas, hope it was still a good day.
Yeah.
Good day with family, good day with friends.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Bayram. Eid Mubarak.
I don't even know what these things is.
Happy Chinese New Year. Everything. Yeah. We do not
we like them all.
Discriminate.
We like them all.
You know?
Great time of the year. Great time of the year. I really enjoy it. I know I've said it a few times, but I enjoy this time of the year.
It's
I was looking at the stress levels on my Aura ring this morning, and it said you're in optimal range. I'm like, oh, how interesting. I didn't feel anything different than any other day, but it just maybe there goes to show that holidays now and just chilling out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Foot off the pedal.
Perhaps, yeah.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Like I know we often preach about doing extraordinary things and, you know, $1 million days and doing all that sort of sick shit, but hey, like you've earned, resting is also a strategy.
Yeah. I like that. I agree. And I think when you rest, you know, hopefully you've enjoyed some time with your family.
Yeah.
At this point, and you know, do you are you big on New Year's Eve?
No. Haven't been for the last 11 years. The last 11 years we've been in bed by 10, every one of them except one, which was a couple of years ago.
Stayed up?
Yeah, we stayed up with the kids, but every other one before that, and I think even last year we were in bed.
Kids as well?
Yeah, kids you would see the 9:30 fireworks and then that's it, straight to bed.
Is there 9:30?
Yeah, like along the Yarra.
Okay.
Yeah. Or in a few other locations as well.
Yeah, I've never been big. I think it's very overrated.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone hypes it up to be this magical night and then New Year's comes and it's like the same thing as it was 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I used to have this mentality of like, well, if I can get up on Jan 1st at 5 a.m. and go train,
yeah,
like I'm ahead of you.
Yeah.
Because now you're still trying to recover.
I did that one year.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that long ago. It was probably...
I'll get up and go for a run.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years ago. I got up I think I got to the gym at 6 a.m. and I was the only one there. And I felt so pumped.
Yeah, I've got no
I felt
doubt,
so
dude.
pumped.
There would be no...
There was no one there and I was so pumped at that.
There's no one here. If you go for a run, the only people you see are like drunk people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming
it's like
home,
everyone else is like out. Yeah. And it's like that, you know, I went and saw Chris Judd, fuck, I reckon it was 10 years ago now, I went to this summit thing and Chris Judd was there and he was talking and he's like, he used to do everything he could to get one up on it. Like he was super competitive. He's like, I used to try so hard. He's like, you know, because I knew my competitors weren't training on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Because I've trained on Christmas Day. Because I thought if I can train on Christmas Day and they don't train on Christmas Day, I've got one up on them.
Yeah.
You know?
But you look at that, like Brownlow medalist, champion of the game.
Chris Judd.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
dude, he's a weapon.
That's what I mean. People like that often in whatever facet of life that they're in and they're doing, when they have that mindset and that mentality, like it's so true.
Yeah,
it's so true. Like
it's very difficult to stop.
I only see it now because I feel that I'm in that space myself. You know, what can I do
What do you
to
mean?
be, like, as in, what can I do to be one up on everyone else? What can I do to be one up on myself from last year? And also, now that I've done a fair bit of personal development, you know, mentoring, being mentored and mentoring, I see it there as well now. I see what separates those really high achievers from those that still do the same shit.
And this is a great time of the year to look back at that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To look back at your 2025. 2025 is done. To look back at your 2020.
This is the last episode for 25.
Last episode of 2025.
Thanks for joining us.
You look back at your 2025 and it's done.
It is.
You know what I mean? It is gone, wiped. You never get it back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, cool, that, you know, that 52 weeks, that 360 days that we're in at the moment. You know, we've got 5 days left or whatever it might be till the end of the year. And it's a good time to just take, I think there's a huge power in stopping and just saying, okay, like, you know, what worked? What didn't? What's going well? What's not? You know, what, there is power in reflection. Like sometimes, I can't remember who said this, but it was something along the lines of, life can only be lived looking forwards, but can only be understood looking backwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
so
like
true.
super powerful.
That's
it's
a great line.
Yeah. I saw Alex Emoji post something similar, and he was like, things don't make sense when they're happening. They only make sense when you look back. He's like, when I bought a Facebook ad strategy for $3,000, I had no business. Everyone told me I was making a mistake. I was getting scammed. He goes, looking back, safe to say it wasn't a mistake. Yeah, I think you need to take that time out in this time of the year. So when you think about this year overall, George, could you sum it up in a single word?
That's pretty hard.
Yeah,
But, okay, let me have a think about it. Do you have some background music or something?
just start. Dun, 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 dun.
In
You know,
one
in a
word.
single word, or like, what is it? If I had to say, like, you know, put a word on this year. If you had to, you know, like, people try and start the year off with a word. Have you seen those people? Like, people do that,
Yeah.
and they're like, my word of the.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you don't know any.
I've never seen it.
You don't know any Aquariuses?
No. Now that you mention it, like that, of course. Do people get the joke? I don't know. Like, guys, we do not believe in star signs.
What do you mean?
Huh?
You don't believe where the moon was when you were born based on?
No.
Come on.
No, I don't.
You
I
have
don't.
to.
Do I? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I will then. Yeah, I'll probably have difficulty believing in that because I'm a Cancer.
Yeah, must be.
I am actually a Cancer, and I used to hate that when I was a kid because I'm like, fuck, I'm Cancer.
Because it's like a negative
Yeah, a negative
association
thing.
to the word.
Yeah.
But yeah, so people go into years and they're like, my year for word for this year is going to be
Yeah, unstoppable.
unstoppable, excitement, blah blah blah. It's like, well, what if we did it the other way around? What if we looked back and said, okay, cool. Like, if I had to try and sum up and for you listening, like, have a think. Like, you know, if you look back a year and you're like, how do I wrap this up in a word? And it shouldn't be easy.
No, that's what I mean. It's hard.
Yeah,
to
it should
just
not
think
be like,
right
it
up.
shouldn't be like happiness, or it should be like something. I don't know. I guess what are your biggest takeaways? Do you know what I mean?
I think okay. I think I
here's
might have my
another
word.
one. Hey,
I think I might have my word.
oh, you've got your word. What is it? Because I don't have a word.
I'm trying to think. I'm
have a
trying to
think.
think of a word. No, the word you might help me come up with the word now. Along the lines of, say, just always moving forward.
Progress.
No, not the right one. Either from like maybe resilient or progressive or
Persistent.
persistent. I'm going to put that one.
Persistence.
Yeah, persistence for sure. Because there's been times in this year for myself personally where it's just like, fuck, I just don't want to do this anymore. Like, I
Yeah.
don't want to do this anymore. This is annoying me, this situation, and I want out. But there was no out. The way out was going through. Like, there was no out for me, and I had to persist. I had to go through it. And it was a good, I'd say, 8 months of the year like that. From the start, from January too. It wasn't like January, then March, then, December. It was the first 8 months of this year were just exactly that.
What's the first like moment of this year? Like if I say start of 2025, what do you think?
What do I think? Just busy.
You know, like is there a particular event or anything that kind of rings true when you think? Yeah, so my life personally, like my life is segmented into years based on what I was doing in that year. Like I know, like you tell me, what were you doing
When
in
you went to
2010?
Mexico or whatever it was.
Yeah, like what were you doing in 2010? I know 2010 is when I started working at Mercedes-Benz. What were you doing in 2015? That was the first full year I did as a service advisor.
Yeah.
What did you do in 2020? Unlike 2020 COVID.
Yeah.
You know, like I can kind of link
The event to
the
year.
event to the year. Does you know what I mean? I got like milestones, if you want to, or
Yeah.
whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it. Like
significant events.
Significant events that kind of remind me of that time of the year.
Yeah.
So if I tell you, think back to the start of the year, think back to the start of 2025.
Yeah.
Is there a particular?
Yeah, I'd say when we went to the States, that's significant.
That's
for
a
me.
significant
That was a
one, yeah.
significant thing. And again, this year
That
for
was
myself,
early on.
going to the States for Christmas.
So who would have thought 12 months ago that you were going to go to
I was never.
twice?
Yeah, exactly right. If you told me, even if you told me late 24, say next year you're going to the States twice.
Yeah, because you were like,
once
I'm
with
gonna,
your family,
I might go.
and you're going business class both ways.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, fuck off, like not happening.
Yeah.
I've got too much to do. It's not going to happen. So yeah, that's actually probably pretty significant from that perspective that we're going both ways, both twice this year, and it wasn't even on the cards.
That is significant, yeah. You would have been like, no fucking way.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'd have like, I'd be lucky to go once, let alone twice.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's been some sick stuff that's happened this year. Like, as much as I say, what was my word again? Persistence.
Persistence.
Better write it down.
Yeah.
Put it on my wall. Yeah, there was a level of persistence with it, with a lot of things there. And, it's been a big year, actually. Like, when I think back to it now, of all the things that had happened, finishing some huge projects, getting through some difficult times in the projects, moved home, bought a new car, went on holidays. Like, there was some real significant things there that happened. Made some changes within the organization as well. That's a pretty significant thing, actually, at Pascon. So, having gotten rid of my GM at the time, that was a significant thing. Like, that was a really difficult thing to do as well. And that's where persistence sort of had to come through too. I think back to it, well, I got to be persistent in what I want with the organization, the direction that it's going to go in, and not just sit back and not challenge myself, because it would have been easier to leave him there. It would have been easier not to have the difficult conversation. Someone I respected. He's still a great guy, and very knowledgeable, and always did the right thing, but it just wasn't the right thing for the business, and I had to make that difficult call. So yeah, there's lots of little milestones. I think this year has definitely been one of growth for sure, and challenge. Persistence and challenge. Wow, can I have a second word? I think challenge is there's been plenty of challenges along the way, and I've challenged myself.
Comes as a follow through for challenge.
I think so.
Otherwise, it's like all just flowing and it's easy.
Yeah, that's right. Because there's other things too where I've made some moves and I'm like, should I do that? Like having buyer's remorse with certain things, or like, should I do that? I'm like, no, fuck it, go back yourself, go and do it. Find a way. Just get the thing done, start swimming, and you'll figure it out. And I have each and every time. So yeah, there's my 2 words. How about yourself? Have you got one?
A word?
Yeah, or something that you could think of? Like we could talk through it. As you said, it's hard to think of on the spot. And you really just have to think of the year that's happened and everything you've gone through, I suppose, and how you genuinely feel about it right this moment.
I think...
Do you think about it positively or negatively? So let's say working in extremes, if it had to be one or the other.
As 2025?
Yeah.
Nah, I think positively.
Me too. Yeah, me too. I think, with everything that happened, I would say it's on the far positive. Far positive. Even though say there's challenges, good, I got better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though it was hard,
It would have to be a bad year to be.
It would have to be. And did anyone die? Fucking good.
Yeah.
Right? Great fucking year. Yeah. Did anyone get sick? No. Good. Great fucking year.
Yeah, like they're the two biggest
exactly
markers.
Right. Exactly right. And Gary Vee works in that extreme too, which I like about him. He says, people come up to him and says, how do you deal with your really stressful days and weeks? You employ 1,000 people. What do you do? He goes, I look at my hand, and if the closest 5 people to me in this world are not sick or dying or dead, then then everything else is manageable. I'm fucking all right. And,
he's got a full. He's very quite. Look, I agree with most of what he says. There's some elements I don't agree with.
yeah, I agree.
His thing is like, close your eyes, imagine your whole family's been murdered.
Yeah, and then come back to this moment.
And then come back to this moment and realize they're all here.
Yeah.
So oh fuck, thank fuck.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, but it's just like
very dark.
Yeah, it is. It's just like, oh, cool, I'm going bankrupt, but it's all right, my family's still alive. So it still doesn't take away the stress of what you're going through at that moment in time. But, again, if that works for him and it works for other people, so be it.
There's a I can't put a word to what I want to say. But like, if there's ever been a year where I've realized how much more I need to do, this has been the year.
Yeah, you've spoken a lot about that, not just in this podcast, but also in the outside world to me. You've mentioned that a lot, and you're bang on. It's also highlighted to me that same thing.
Like
it's annoying. I find it annoying.
Not annoying.
In the sense of, what's the next big step?
It's like, the way I see it is like, oh, you were further off than you thought.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? And it's not a nice thought to have.
Yeah.
But it's true.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it incorrect.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
I think it's a great level of self-awareness too, though.
Yeah, it's like
your self-accountability.
There's been moments where you get kicked in the face, and I think they're the real moments that shape you.
Mm. Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Always.
Yeah.
Always in life, every single time, every single thing that I've had happen to myself, or you see other people, right? It's going to shape you in a positive or negative way. You're either going to become a victim of that difficulty, or you're going to become the hero of it.
Yeah. There's definitely been moments where, this year specifically, where you're like, for me, it's you kind of question, like, am I in the right game? Or am I playing the right fucking game here?
Yep, I've had that heaps.
Do you know what I mean? Like, am I swinging the bat at nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Am I this stupid? Like, could I win in a way? Because like, I am all for winning the easiest way possible.
Yeah, me too.
Like, if the goal is to make $1 million and you can do it in 10 hours and you can do it in 60, you should do it in 10 every single fucking time.
Yeah.
There's no benefit if that's the goal. Yes, there's other side effect, blah, blah, experience, whatever. But like, if the goal is to get that one thing and you can do it in an easier path, you should, and I've had this conversation with you many times where I feel like I constantly make an effort to learn and read and, I work.
Get better. Get yourself better.
Yeah. Like I work a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I'm like, man, like if I did some of the stuff I know some other people are doing, who I would turn around and say from a business acumen standpoint, I would feel like I'm more knowledgeable than they are. And I'm like, I feel like I crushed them.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're winning at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, well, you need to play this game for a longer period of time? Are you looking at the wrong time horizon? You know what I mean? It'll be 4 years. Sorry. Yeah, no, 4 years. Yeah, it'll be 4 years in a couple of months that I've been on this journey.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, there's been a level of that too.
Yeah.
But then there's also like hey man, like, uninformed optimism is a real thing. The grass always looks greener, but there's shit in every fucking
Absolutely.
industry, every business, every avenue.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's like the grass ain't necessarily always greener.
Yeah.
And it's almost never greener. You're almost better off being where you are, unless you're in an industry that's lacking or lack of opportunity, or you got limitations or a ceiling, or but you're almost always better off being where you are because you've got runs on the board. You're not starting from zero.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So there's been a fair bit of that this year, but I don't know how to wrap that up into a word. There's been a lot of I built like in the business, and you would understand this. And for those of you who are business owners listening to this, you would understand this too. We build systems in the business to have things done in a particular way. And if you had come to me last year, I would have said to you, got some good systems. My systems now dwarf what we had last year.
Yeah. Child's play.
Yeah. But at that time, I thought, I've built some systems here. Do you know what I mean? Like, that was my thought then. And that's my thought now. And I'll probably look back at this in 12 months and be like, psh.
Dud.
But it's like, you don't know to what extreme you have to build something. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to go so fucking far in the process. And I guess it's all just a journey at the end of the day, right? It's like,
That's right.
if you clicked your fingers and you got it all, you'd probably get bored. You'd be sick at the start.
Yeah.
It'd be sick at the start. It would.
Yeah.
A year, 2 years maybe. And then I think you'd hit a wall.
Yeah.
I think you'd hit a wall and you'd be like, what now? You know,
Yeah, I believe it. I've seen many people, like very wealthy positions on more so social media, and they're like, man, when you win and you've got everything, it's like, okay, you go get a Ferrari.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. And it's like cool for the first week.
Yeah, it's like, it'd be
Right?
fun.
He goes, no better Ferrari, like, it's like no better supercar is better than the very first supercar you ever buy. All right. He goes, because the first one is like you've worked all this, everything to put yourself in that position, and then you can go and drop $1 million on a car and it doesn't hurt. It doesn't even affect anything in your world. And you go get it. And you go, oh, the new model came out. Or, you know what? I want a Lambo now. Oh, you know what? I may as well go get a Rolls. And it's like, after all, they're just a car. And it's just, all right, whatever. And then you go buy a Rolex. And like, oh, there's only 3 of these in the world. Okay. I'll go get a Panerai next. Oh, this one's $1 million. Still the time the same as the other one. And yeah, it does get to that. Like
it loses its
yeah, and this particular person I was listening to, he goes, I miss the struggle. He goes, nothing's hard for me anymore. It's all easy. He goes, no matter what I do, I win. Everything's a win. He goes, you almost have to enjoy that process, because as soon as you win and properly win, that's gone forever. Because you won't get that back. Like, what's the next challenge? What's the next thing? He goes, you have to try and find that.
Who is that? Do you remember who that was?
Yeah, it was Andrew Tate. But regardless of the person and who it is, he was saying, and look, he does play it that he's the biggest hotshot on the planet.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of sense to what he was saying. A lot of sense. He goes, okay, I've got a penthouse here in Dubai. It's worth fucking $30 million. Whatever. I'll go get another one. He goes, I don't have that thing anymore. I don't have that challenge. I don't have those hard days of work where I've got to do this, this, and this. He goes, I miss that. He goes, doesn't say he doesn't work hard, but he's like, I know I'm going to win now. Like, this is just a time thing if I want it. It's not a difficulty thing.
You will get used to whatever level of life you get to.
Yeah.
Like, it'll become normal really quick. I think, you know who said it as well? Who said it in a really structured in a really good way? Dan Bilzerian.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's quite smart, I believe, or based on just what I've seen in podcasts. Yeah. But he said this thing, and he's like,
actually, he said the very similar thing too.
Yeah, he's like,
very similar thing.
He's like, I did everything. He goes, because people watch me and think, oh my God, all those hot girls. He goes, after a while, he goes,
yes,
you don't even want
it. It was the same thing.
Like, yeah, he's like, you just like, he goes, it becomes the same thing. He's like, and from the outside looking in, people would think you're nuts. He is like, but you just, after a while, you just become so accustomed to it, you kind of like, just leave me alone.
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to be by myself for a bit. He goes, and if I could redo it again, he goes, the problem he did was he went from 0 to the top super fucking fast. He goes, once you're at the top, he goes, like, you've peaked out on all the good stuff in life, the pleasure, he's like, it doesn't get better.
Yeah.
He goes, and then from there, like, it's only downhill. He goes, if I could do it again, he goes, I would do that same path, he goes, but I would just climb it as slowly as I could.
Yeah.
He's like, I would plan to end at the top.
Yeah.
Like, towards the end of my life, not get there as quick as I can, and then because then you have to live the rest of your life with, well, that was the peak.
Top. Yeah.
That was the peak. And it's like, you become accustomed to it, so it doesn't keep that peak anymore, and everything else from here is down. It's like, how do you continually chase the thrill? But in saying that, give me a choice right now, and I get to have everything right now. I'll have it in 50 years. I have it right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, without a doubt.
Every single time. But yeah, that's been a really big thing for myself this year.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think you will make it?
Yeah, I'll look, define make it.
Do you think you'll get to the peak?
I think the peak is not an achievable thing.
Okay. Do you think...
Like, so what's the peak? Billionaire, trillionaire?
Yeah,
What is it?
whatever it is for you.
Yeah, but like, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What is it? Because you will always
Do you know what
move
it
the
is
goalpost.
for you? Yeah, you're right. Yes. It
will.
will move, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because, man, the peak could be, I just want to have a wife and 3 kids and live in the suburbs.
Yeah, and
And then you've won.
yeah. It's like, I was thinking of this the other day. One day, hopefully it's far away, but one day at some point in life, I saw an old man sitting in a passenger seat. And he just looked so... Bless you.
Blessings to
He
you.
just looked... Land everyone. He just looked so...
Fragile?
Not fragile.
Lifeless in the sense like he was just...
staring.
Yeah,
He was
I know. I
just
think I know what you're
kind
saying.
of like, fuck.
Like just waiting for it to
Yeah.
end.
You know what I
Come
mean?
on, guys.
And it
Let's
was kind of
just-
like, that time is gonna come. And if you get to be an old man when it happens, you're lucky.
Yeah. It's so true. I went to my grandmother's house on Friday and she's 87 now. And she's old, man. She's starting to, she was in hospital the other day. She's having some problems, but you know, she's still there. And I went and saw her at her house and, you know, she's still walking around. She's slower, obviously, and all that. And she was at our house yesterday as well. But
It's driving and stuff.
no. She's never driven her whole life.
okay, yeah.
So my grandfather used to always drive everywhere. Anyway, and I was talking to her and I'm like, you know, how you feeling? She's like, oh, look, I can't lift my arm anymore up to here. She goes, it hurts and I can't do that. And she's like, oh, I can't go in the garden and do the gardening anymore too much. She goes, I can walk all right. That's fine. And I said, yeah, okay. But I go, you're getting old. I go, just accept it. It's not a bad thing. All right. You are getting old. You cannot do what you used to do 30 years ago or 20 or, 50 years ago. You're an older person now and you've got to just live within your means. I said, your mind's okay. And she's like, yeah. She goes, look, I forget people's names. I go, fuck, I forget people's names now. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay. But as long as you're there mentally and you can still move around, you're fine. All right. You just got to keep going. And I think, look, she lost her husband, my grandfather, nearly, would have been probably almost 20 years ago, if not more. No, if not less, a little bit less.
That's like a lifetime with
Yeah,
someone
it is.
age,
That's right.
yeah.
That you've been with a lifetime as well, mind you. So he passed away, I think in his late 60s it was, early 70s, somewhere there. Yeah, I think it was early 70s actually he passed away. And, like after that happens, you lose your life partner. It's like it does become a little bit less meaningful. So she did battle through that. And then it's like they get to that age now, which is like, okay, look, I just want to get moving and move on and go and be with my husband or whatever it might be. And I think there is that huge level with the older generation where they get to that point where it's like, okay, we're over, we're done. But again, even with them, I think it becomes a point of finding a bit more purpose in your life. And like whether it's like, okay, I want to live through the grandkids, I want to, my family, whatever it is, like having that thing that keeps them happy, at least in that older age, not just looking out the window waiting, okay, tomorrow am I going to wake up? Tomorrow am I going to wake up? I don't know. I think about it a little bit now. I don't know if it's a midlife crisis thing or, that I'm 40, but it's just like I feel that, the 40's gone like that. And I was sitting down the other day. I think it was actually yesterday. And it was at the start of the day. And I'm like, I'm going to blink and today's going to be over. I've got so much shit to do. Like we were hosting a barbecue at our house and did a lamb on the spit. And I had so much to do, get ready, putting the lamb, packing up, setting up, all this sort of stuff, going to the warehouse, picking up shit, all that sort of stuff. So I had so much to do. But it's like, I sat down for a second, I'm going to blink and today's over. And it's over. I'm here doing a podcast with you now. and I blinked. And it's like that day, although it felt like there was so much to do and it was so long and it was so big, I blinked and it was over. And it's like, then I thought back, I go, fuck, I was in high school. I remember finishing high school, my last day of high school, or my first day of uni. And just, it's blinked and it's over. So I think it's so amazing, like critically important that you really do take a breath sometimes and smell the roses. Just enjoy life, guys. Enjoy life. If you're fucking out of the ground and you're healthy and you're fit and you're strong, there is beauty in that. You know, you've got to really embrace that sometimes, I think. And as much as yesterday we blinked, it was over, it was actually a lot of fun. We had the whole family over, kids had a ball, playing games, laughing, drinking, eating, like it was a good day. So I would put that down as a core memory of the year. You know, that day we had everyone over and we had no one punched on. It was a great day out. I don't know how we got onto that, a little bit sideways, but I think it's, there's got to be that. You just have to show that level of appreciation. I think Gary Vee says it too. It's like you have 1 in 4 trillion chance of even being born. You know, and it's like you're walking around like it's fucking nothing. But you're here, you're alive, you're healthy, you got stuff to do. You got stuff to be grateful for. Even if you are at your lowest low. I believe that too. I'd like to think, touch wood, if I ever get down to that low point where you lose everything, I think I could. I think I have that in me to build myself up again.
Yeah, I
Hard to say, not being there.
preference is to never find out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fucking oath. Yeah, I'm talking like the lowest of the lows. Lose everything and everyone. Like that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah. It's like, it just makes you think, man. Like, what is this?
Yes.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of what I look at with business then, why I'm more inclined to take more risks.
Yeah, it's like that
Right?
element. I was talking to someone, so that they're building outside my apartment at the moment, and they're building a big, like a high rise.
Apartments or whatever.
Yeah, it's at least 7 or 8 stories.
Yeah.
Probably going to be
decent
more.
size.
Yeah, they're going up. And I looked at it, and I was like, and I can't remember the name of the company. They got their name on the crane.
Yeah.
And I just looked at it, and I thought, I just need to do 1 or 2 of these. Like, if I could do 1 or 2 of these, that would be it. Like, that would be the financial aspect. And then it's like, well, fucking nowhere near that.
No.
Like, do you know what I mean? And you just look at it and you think, like, the 2025's gone, man. Gone. Do you know what I mean? Going to be halfway through. In 4 more years, it'll be 2030. And then at that point, it'll be 30 years ago that we hit the 2000s. Like, think about that. That's wild, dude. Tupac's going to have been dead for 30 years. I'm sorry, I've been watching the Diddy documentary. Have you seen it?
Oh, yeah, no, it's good.
Dude, check it out. It's fucking wild. It's very cool to see, because even that, you see people playing at like the highest levels. You know what I mean? And you see it and you're like, oh, wow. Like, you don't think much of him initially, but then you realize, like, this guy's been through some stuff.
Yeah.
Have
you watched the whole thing?
Some shit. Nah, just a couple episodes.
Okay. They're painting it in a positive light?
Nah.
Yeah, they're chanting shreds of him.
What? It's 50 Cent that did it.
Oh, 50 Cent did it?
50 Cent's the director.
Oh, how funny.
Yeah, he was not. It's not a. It's a good documentary.
Yeah.
Very good documentary. Also far anyway. But yeah, it's like, time is going, man. Time is going. You know what I mean? 2025's done, dude.
Yep.
You know? We once spoke about an office where we're like, man, how cool would it be having a podcast?
Have our own podcast.
Been here for over a year now.
Yeah. And do you walk past this office, because we walk past this daily, all right, when we're at the office, you think, oh, how good is this?
No.
Not once.
Not once.
Bit. Not even a little bit.
No.
I haven't walked past and go, oh, I am so pumped we have a podcast studio. I'm so pumped we have a neon sign that doesn't change colours. Thanks, Nicole.
Yeah. Remember I was trying to tell you, I'm trying to rejig my office. I don't like it. Yeah. Why?
Hey,
you should walk in and say, go, hey, man, I've got my own office.
Yeah. Don't give a fuck. It becomes the new norm, doesn't it? Becomes the new norm.
How do you hit reset?
I don't know if there's such a thing. I don't know if you can just reset. I think you just need to refocus.
It's like that was not planned, guys. Just for the record, it sounded like
we're getting good at it though. We're getting good at this stuff. I don't think you can.
Can you explain that?
Yeah, because like resetting means starting again. That's effectively what it is. Going back to the beginning and going like completely clean slate. We want to reset and do this all over again. I don't think that's why. What for?
Is
Just
reset the
refocus.
same as restart?
Restart? Yeah, I think so. Starting again from the beginning. Maybe if you need to, if things have turned to shit, then I think there can be a need for that for sure. Restarting and refocusing and resetting if everything has just gone bad. But I would rather in my day to day just refocus. And like coming back to your example now with the office towers, right? I often that's my battle with myself. I'll look at my business and go, okay, we've done some amazing projects. We've built tens of millions of dollars worth of projects over the years, and it's like, okay, why now? I'm in my 10th year, so it was 10 years from now on of operation.
So you've completed the decade.
The decade
in business.
So 2015 was started.
Yeah.
So November 25th. Yeah. All right. So this is 10 and we're going into 11.
Did you have a 10th birthday?
No. Maybe I'll do that next year when I get back.
So no.
No. And okay. And I look at that. Okay, good. There's, heaps to be proud of. There's the company's great. Systems are great. Like everything's good. But why doesn't it turn over $350 million a year? And then that's my question. And it might not be that we want to turn over 350, but why isn't it bigger? I can do it. I've got the things in place. I've got the knowledge. I've got the contacts. I've got the resources. Why aren't we going to that level? Why aren't we doing the 7-story towers ourselves? Why aren't we doing just, a whole bunch of our own developments or whatever it might be? So that's where that's where I sort of try to refocus and go, well, what's the next thing? What's that next thing? What's that next thing? And I always try to push it. Like we did apartments this year. We did some apartments, which I haven't done apartments before in the sense at Pascon. I've done them working at other companies, but haven't done them at Pascon. The project came up great, fantastic job. And it's like, okay, we dabbled in it. Is that the space we want to go into? Probably not. But if I had another apartment project come up, would I do it? Probably, if the money stacks. Yes. So it's good that I'm pushing the boundaries in that aspect, but I want to make sure that overall I'm always challenging myself and always pushing myself. It's very easy to compare yourself to someone else.
Yeah, comparison is the thief of joy.
It is. It really is.
You will always be upset if you look at someone. Yes. There's always going to be someone. You could be like Jeff Bezos could be sitting there saying, but Elon Musk is, multi-100 billionaire.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm not.
Yeah, or he's going to Mars and, I'm going to go to Venus.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like there is always that level of comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah. So I try not to do that. I try and get rid of the outside noise too. As in people going, oh, you should have this, or you should do that, or you should do this, or how come you haven't done that yet? I'm like, fuck off. Like I'm not listening to you. I got this.
And it's always like your auntie.
Yeah, it is. It's people like 100%. Yeah, it is. It's people like that. No, not that it was my auntie. But it is people like that.
A family member who hasn't done anything and they're trying to give you advice on the thing that you're doing and you're like, you haven't done this. Like, how can you be telling me?
Yeah, what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So there's that. That's what I sort of look at the refocusing. I was like, well, what is it? What's that thing that we have to look at? What's that thing we need to do? And then just diving in and doing it. Like someone told me, I was speaking to someone the other day where, again, we still haven't signed this massive job that we've priced up, 12.5 mil. And he's like, fuck, 12.5 mil? Like that's a big job. Like, yeah. Yep. It's like, oh, how are you going to do it? What do you mean? The same way I do all my other projects. I go, the process isn't going to change. It's the value of the numbers are bigger, right? I still have to get a concreter on board. That concreter is not going to cost me $80,000. He's going to be $1 million. That's the difference. It's just add some more zeros. But as far as the work that needs to happen, the process is going to be exactly the same. Is it greater in scale and value? Yeah, absolutely. But we can manage that. Oh, who are you going to get to do that? I'm going to get a supervisor to do it. Oh, but then how are you going to manage this? I'm going to do that. Oh, how are they going to pay you? Through this. And it's like, okay, well, fuck it. Like if you're going to go down swinging.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like what's the worst that's going to happen? And this is the type of job that can send builders broke. And I'm like, let's be real about it for a second. This guy could send me broke. Is it like it's a possibility? I have to be mindful of it. It's a possibility he could send you broke. How? Well, I could do $2 million worth of work in a month. And then he turns around and he goes, right, I'm done. I'm going back to China, not paying you anything. See you later. Like, hang on, you owe me $2 million. No, I can't pay you. See ya. What do you do? What do you do? Do you sue him? Okay, go sue him. How long are you or your creditors gonna
how long can you be there? How much time can you buy?
That's it. And then how much is that gonna cost you? And do you have to get him back to Australia? Is China gonna even accept your application? Like, who knows? Or he goes broke. Imagine that. The developer goes broke. Then what happens? He goes, sorry, we've actually spent all our money. I went and bought another site, and then the site, there's a GFC now. Okay, there's a GFC now. I bought another site for $10 million. The bank is being valued at $3 million. The bank wants me to check out. They want their money because the site's so undervalued now because I bought it too high. So I've got to declare bankruptcy. Sorry, I can't do this job anymore. All the best. You're fucked. But am I dead? Am I healthy?
Yeah, I think
Can I still keep going? Yes.
If you play out both those scenarios, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's right. But also, sorry, I thought you were saying the opposite scenario too?
Yeah, like, oh, well, as in what do you when you say the opposite scenario? As in
I build the job, I make really good fucking money, and I get another job that big, and then I get a $30 million job.
I go even one step back. Like, this is based on you accepting the job, which you've already made the decision, obviously, too.
Yeah, we'll do it. They award it, we're doing it.
But go one step before that. So the person who's sitting there saying, oh, but what if? And it's like, well, play your life out in that play.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I'll tell you what scares the shit out of me. Being in the same position. Yeah, it's like, okay, well, option A is we do the job, we risk the element of going bust, we risk the element of growth. They both have risk. Option B is we sit here doing the same thing. Me personally, not that I have a huge appetite for risk or anything like that, and I think that's something I would like to increase my appetite for. But it's like, fuck, option A sounds so much better. Like, even with the roll of the dice, it's like option B sounds miserable. Do you know what I mean? Like, just do the same thing again. Like, it's not about excitement. It's about progress.
Yeah.
It's about moving forward. It's about growth. It's about looking back at the year now and saying, cool, like, yes, 2025 gave me these lessons. And I'm going to go into 2026 with what I've learned here and there. You know what I mean? And if you choose option A in that scenario, like the first one where you're not doing anything to grow, it's like you're going to get to the end of 2026 and be like, okay, you know, I made X dollars. My life hasn't changed anyway. I'm still the same person doing the same shit with the same processes, same mindset, same everything. I've just netted X dollars. And it's like, that doesn't sound as good. Unless you had like a 5-year goal and you're like, cool, man, if I do this for 5 years, I'm going to be in a position where I can then go blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
I get that.
Yeah.
Play the long game. But to stay in the same position or to risk moving forward, I think you need to, well, for me, I think I need to risk moving forward every single time.
Yeah, I think everyone needs to. It has to, if you're an ambitious person and you want things to be different and to have that level of life, then yeah, you always have to risk. You know, I used to love this, I still do. This saying, it's like if you risk nothing, you risk everything.
Jim Rohn says this as well. He's like, you think investing is risky. Let me tell you the risk of not investing.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he's like, everything's risky. He's like, life is risky. He goes, let me tell you. He goes, you're not going to get out alive.
Yeah,
like,
so good. And I've seen that speech.
Yeah. It's a good, he's a legend. All right. 2025, George. I got a couple more questions for you. What's something you came into this year believing that you don't believe anymore?
Came into the year.
Yeah, like what's something like how did George what is different about George's beliefs from the start of 2025 to the end of 2025? I'll word it like that.
Okay.
Odd.
I would say it might be a little bit pessimistic, but
People suck.
they're fucked. Just because you do the right thing by people doesn't mean people are going to do the right thing by you.
That's true.
I think that's probably my one thing. Sorry, so I had the belief at the start of the year that, do the right thing, and I will continue to, right? But don't expect the other person to do the right thing as well. Because I had this expectation on a particular project where I was like, no, they're going to do the right thing. You guys keep doing the right thing. They will also do the right thing. All right. And it got to the point where we get to the end of the job and they didn't do the right thing. And I'm like, okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for the lesson. So I think for myself, I still want to have that belief that they will, but I've just got to be mindful of the possibility that it won't go that way as well. For future projects and future works and whatnot.
So you don't believe that anymore?
No, I don't think people will do the right thing.
Yeah,
in the sense, if I do the right thing, because as I said, it's integrity. That's who I am as a person. But I've got to be mindful that I don't want to get burnt. Like it's not just I don't want to accept getting burnt. Oh, I did the right thing though, but they still burnt me. No, fuck that. Do the right thing, but have the process in place to protect yourself when someone doesn't do the right thing.
Yeah, but so take it a step back. It's the belief is that if I do the right thing, they will, and then the new belief is that just because I do the right thing, it doesn't necessarily mean they will.
Correct. That's exactly.
Some might.
Some might. I think,
but it doesn't necessarily mean they will every time.
That's right. Yeah. So that's probably the big one. Yeah, I think so. I think so. And in all honesty, it's probably taken me a couple of years to learn that lesson, not just this year, because I've done the same thing in the past and didn't learn the lesson there. So it's definitely not going to happen again this side of this again moving forward. What about yourself? What do you believe coming into the year?
What did I believe coming into 2025 that I don't believe anymore? That's a really deep question.
It is. Yeah, and to put it on the spot, well, fuck you. You put me on the spot. Yeah, you do it. But yeah, it is. It does take like this exercise we're doing it in the space of an hour. But it could definitely be something you could spend a day on, this reflection.
What's the one thing I came into the year believing that I don't believe anymore? Fuck, that's a good question. I'm going to have to come back to that. Yeah.
Fair.
I just can't think of
what it might be at this moment. Well, you said you had a couple more questions. We can answer those whilst you're thinking.
What do you want more of? What's one thing you want more of next year?
I want more money next year. A lot more.
You should want more money every year.
Yeah. But this next year, I'm going to have a real focus on wealth building and opportunities to be created. And it already started this year. I've actually, I haven't told you, I've put in an offer on a house one street down from here. Not me, but me and a couple of other people.
Oh, as a
project to build. So will it come through? Don't know. Doesn't matter. But the ball is like the snowball is starting.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do next year. And you know how you said the 7-story apartments and all that sort of shit? Like I could do 2 of those. Well, let's start doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like why not? I've got the means. I've got the ability. I've got the connections. This is silly that we don't go down this path. So that's definitely something I'm going to look at next year to start doing and bringing people on board to do it, like the right people, as in investors and whatnot, and actually grow a portfolio and then take it from there.
Good.
Yourself? What yourself?
One thing I want more of next year. I want to see the results of the effort more.
Yep. I genuinely think it's coming. I'm talking for you now. Because I see firsthand what Robbie does, more so than all of you guys. Like, you think your online platform that you've built, like all that stuff, that's taken work.
Yeah.
And months and weeks and planning and just everything, right? And it's like, and then your content you're putting out on a regular basis, 6 times a day across multiple platforms. Like, my feed is all your shit, like all the time.
That's everyone's feed.
But that's it. Okay. And you look at it and you go, well, good. Like, you're playing it bigger than everyone else. And I think it's just going to pop. There's going to come that time where it goes, all right, bang.
Yeah, I do feel like, yeah, that's a big thing. I'm like, okay, like this. There's been some really good lessons for me this year. Like, some really good lessons.
That's good.
I feel like this has been the biggest year like, it's Robbie versus it's a business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I had that moment as well.
Yeah.
And I think you actually helped me get through that moment too.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he took that from me. You go, no, he took that from Pascon.
Yeah.
Not from you. Didn't go to your house.
Yeah. It's like
Pascon's
a
problem.
separate entity.
That's right. Yeah, that's a really good way to look at it too.
Well, it is. That's legally, it's the reality. Yeah, I'd like more of that. I guess I'd always like more of that. I want to be more consistent next year. You know, one thing
That's
I said
interesting. I wouldn't have thought you to say that.
not necessarily with consistent specifically. You know what I mean? Like, if I look at an effort standpoint, I would say, yeah, I would. I wish I could measure all my stats in my life. Like, I wish I could see how many hours I've worked this year. Just like as a curiosity thing. Like, did I actually work a lot?
Didn't you put your
And then it's like, yeah, see? Like, and then it's like, okay, of that, how do you measure how productive you are? Do you know, like, how productive are you? Like, okay, you've worked 70 hours this week, but how many hours did you work? You know what I mean? Because you sat in front of a computer for 70 hours.
Doesn't mean you
But
worked.
how many did you fucking work? How much hours of work did you get done? What was your output? You know, and then it's like, yeah, I don't know. I wish I could do that. I think that would be a very cool stat. But yeah, consistency, not just in that element, but I think like one of my goals was I wanted to get fit and healthy, and I just kept putting it on the back burner because I would have, you know, a bad day. I would have many other things that would take my time. It's just all excuses.
It is at the end of the day.
Yeah, I know, but it's also one of those things of like, hey man, if you can get this far without that, like, you shouldn't take that for granted, because there's nothing to say that someone might knock on a door tomorrow and be like, oh, here's do you have to wait till the fucking health scare comes? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, is that what you need to wait for?
Exactly.
You know, I've probably had the most sore, injured year of my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How funny.
And then it's like, fuck, maybe age is, maybe it's real.
Trust me. Trust me. I'm
Catching up to
41.
me. It's catching up to
Yeah,
me.
I've got the greys yet.
shoulder.
I had no greys at 35. Just want you to know that.
I've got a couple. They're coming through.
They're coming.
I told you, I'm going to diet. White. Like Santa.
Lebanese Santa.
So, George, for anyone listening, you know, now between Christmas and New Year's Eve, and I think we'll wrap up with this. Like, what's one thing they should really reflect on before the New Year?
Yeah, good.
They've got this full week.
Yeah, they got
now,
the full
or
week.
just shy of.
Don't do a New Year's resolution. I fucking hate New Year's resolutions.
Why?
It's just stupidity. Why are you waiting till the 1st of January? If you genuinely you want to stop smoking? Stop smoking tomorrow. Go have a cigarette. Have your last cigarettes today. Throw them in the bin, and stop smoking tomorrow.
I agree with you, except when we're this close.
Except when we're this close.
Yeah, when we're this close, it's kind of like this is a
As
significant
in because
marker.
you wanted a milestone. As in
yeah,
a milestone
it's a significant
event.
marker. But if it's like,
But I
if you're
feel
like,
that,
if it's like,
that the milestone is also the hurdle in the sense of it's like, oh, 2 weeks in, it's just a New Year's resolution, whatever. Give me a cigarette. So and then it's like, okay, so then if you wait till New Year's, because I think it's a little bit of reprogramming your subconscious. If you wait till New Year's to do that, and then it's like you get halfway through the year, let's just say you stop smoking, then are you going to be like halfway through the year, you know what, I'm a bit fat. My New Year's resolution in 6 months' time,
yeah, that's what
is
I
to be.
why are you waiting 6 months?
Exactly, is to be. But
Yeah.
that's what then they're sort of programmed. No, fucking start tomorrow. Tomorrow start and do it. And I think
I
when you
think
can
this
start,
this part of the year is the hardest time to build a habit.
with like
Just fucking everything that's happening,
Yeah.
all the, you know what I mean? It's like,
Christmas,
yeah,
got
and
the
it's like you're getting
holidays, nice
pulled in
weather
many
outside.
different ways. Yeah, and it's like, fuck.
yes, I know, but no one said it's going to be easy.
Yeah, it's not. It's an excuse. It's not.
That's right. So if you are genuinely wanting to make some change, if it's within your ability to do it in the next 5 days, do it in the next 5 days. Don't wait till New Year's. If it gets to the point where you go, okay, maybe not New Year's, okay, on the 5th of January, I'm going to join up and do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to look at the business. I'm going to start researching investment properties, whatever it's going to be. Have a think about it now so that they're actually meaningful. They're not just a blow away. Oh, what's your New Year's resolution? Oh, mine's to, get into shape and do this and so on and so forth. I saw this meme this morning, and it's like this guy's walking. It was a clip of Rambo, and he's just got his top off and he's massive, and it's like me walking into the gym on Jan 1st, completely shredded, with all the guys, signing up for their New Year's resolution to get fit. So as in, like, he's done the work from January last year to be in the best physical condition that he is right now on January 1, when everyone's there trying to New Year's resolution there way out of their belly. So get rid of that habit of going, okay, at this milestone, by my birthday. And don't get me wrong, I think it's really good to have targets as far as, okay, by my next birthday, I want a six-pack. Or by the time I go on my holiday, I want to stop smoking. I want smoking to not be existent. Like, have a date to have something done by, for sure. Yeah, deadlines I think are very powerful. And I reckon that can work really well. Or you could be like, I'm going to get on stage and whatever. I want to be really confident with how I talk and speak and so on and so forth. And then you got to train and get yourself skilled up in that space. So look at it and make them meaningful, what you want in your life. All right, 5 days is a long time. Imagine sitting in a room for 5 days just thinking about your goals. Like, that's pretty intense. So I know there's a lot going on, but I'm sure there's also downtime throughout the next few days as well. If it means you getting up, going for a walk and thinking about it, whatever, journaling, whatever you do, whatever helps you in your space. But have a think about it and make it meaningful and impactful. And if it does so happen to be, okay, 1st of January, these are the changes I'm making, okay, good. Let's not make them resolutions. Let's make them actual changes, actual goals, actual improvements in your life.
How many goals do you reckon people should set? Because I've heard it all. Set
I don't know.
Set 3.
I don't know.
Set 12.
Yeah.
Set,
I mean, I've traditionally...
one in each area of life.
I've traditionally done it sort of like in the different aspects of my life. So say in business, in work, personal, just anything, like just something because I want to do it. So I've set them in that
business
regard.
Goals, so this is something I've done recently. Your business goals are not your goals.
They're Pascon's goals. Or
It's like that's the business's goals. Do you know what I mean? Like the business is doing those things. I'm going to drive it. Yes. But that's the business's goals. And the business, we should take time out before the end of the year to set the business's goals. Do you know what I mean? And if you haven't done that, then you're already behind. But that should be the business's goals. Your goal might be to earn a certain amount of money from the business.
Yep, you can split it up for sure.
I'm a big believer in that. I reckon that's really important. Because then I think what you find as well is all of a sudden you're like, I don't have
much. Fuck is that?
I don't have many goals. Yeah, what the fuck am I doing? Just business.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
Especially for business owners, you're back on.
Because then you're like, I was tied in so much. And that's okay. That's all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's good to highlight.
That's cool, but you just need to be aware of it and just understand that. Do you know what I mean? And then maybe you do need some goals outside of the business, or maybe you need to just be aware of it and then say, okay, cool. Like, I'll do that this year, and then next year I'll have my, and whatever it is for you, travel, personal health, wealth, you know what I mean? I say those 4 main categories. And it's like the experiences, health, wealth, relationships. One in each. Solid one.
A solid one.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Get clear on what you want in that space. And that's it.
Good.
You might want 2 trips next year. Be like, I'm going to go to here and I'm going to go to there. You might want to lose a certain amount of weight. You might want to get healthy. You might want to get flexible. You might want to run a marathon. You might want to make a certain amount of money. You might want to meet someone special in your life. You might want to increase your family relationships or have a family trip. I had that as a goal one year.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to take my mum on a trip.
Yeah, how cool.
Do you know what I mean? And I did it. And I was like, cool. That was sick. Knocked it out the park. And then build them into habits. And I think that will build for a better life. But all in all, man, reflecting, I would say 2025 is a good year.
That was a good year. I agree. I am grateful for the year. I'm grateful for the experiences. I'm grateful for this podcast, which I'm sure if you guys want to show your gratitude for this podcast and to us and for the year that's been, the way you can do that and give us a late Christmas present, but an early New Year's present, is to head over to any platform, anyone whatsoever, on podcasts, on YouTube, on Instagram, and just simply subscribe to this podcast, because that, my friends, would be the gift that keeps on giving from us to you and help you on your journey.
And we appreciate you listening, checking in, riding out this year with us.
Comments, shares, messages, everything. We love them. Thank you very much. They've been fantastic.
And we've got a big 2026 planned.
Massive. $1 million Days is going to go international.
We're aiming to bring you lots of guests, lots of new people, lots of new perspectives, thoughts, and the same level of consistency we've kept up to date. This is episode 114, 114 weeks in a row. And I think that is
Persistence.
And consistency.
Consistency.
All right. On that note, we hope you've had an amazing 2025. Whether it's been a good year or a bad year for you, the year's done. And now some of you will listen to this before New Year's, some of you will listen to it after New Year's. But I hope your 2026 gives you everything you want in life.
I completely concur.
On that note, thanks for listening. We will see you in the new year.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
See you guys.
everybody.